Hello guys, this is Namo from Seoul Edu and Migration. Today, I'm talking about the study cookery course in Australia. So if you like our video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. The cookery course is one of the most popular course for the international students for preparing the permanent residency in Australia. So our company, Seoul Edu and Migration, has many students already complete the course, and then many students who are currently studying cookery course in Australia. Based on those cases, today I would like to give you some specific answers about the frequent asked questions. In Australia, we don't have a kind of standard of the level of the chef, but however, usually we have the graduate chef and then commis chef, demi chef, sous chef, and head chef and executive chef. However, for the visa purpose, if you work as a chef and your employer accepts you work as a chef, then you can claim all the experience from your employer. So it doesn't matter about which position you are work, but if you work as a chef, then you can count all the chef experience to prepare your future visas. Based on your workplace, then maybe duty and responsibility gonna be a little bit different. But usually, what chef doing in the kitchen is about preparing food, managing the kitchen staff as well. Most people misunderstand that chef is only preparing food or cooking the food, but usually chef does more things than you expected. So for example, chef is involving about developing new menus and involving about training kitchen staff. There are many different duty and responsibility for the chef, so you should make sure that your current duty and responsibility is exactly matched to what chef required for the visa purpose. But again, chef is not about just the cooking, but also about managing all the kitchen related issues, include developing menu, managing the staff, and managing all the budget. So once you complete the 2 years study, the most important thing that you have to prepare is to apply the graduate visa. So recently, a lot of international students contact us to apply the graduate visa, but I found that most of them did not have enough English skills. So to apply the graduate visa, the first thing that you have to prepare is to have relevant English test result. For the IELTS, it requires the overall 6, but each band must be above the 5. For the PT, you must have overall 50, each band above the 36. Apart from the English skill, you also require the skill assessment. However, because of temporary arrangement from the government, at the moment, you are not required the skill assessment to apply the graduate visa. However, this arrangement is gonna be end soon, so that's why you have to thinking about the skill assessment. But skill assessment is done by the TRA, Trade Recognition of Australia. They will check about your qualification, also the vocational placement hours. So during your course, you make sure try to have the job in the kitchen area to support your skill assessment for the graduate visa. So let's say you complete your graduation visa, then you have to thinking about the future visa options. There are two main streams to apply the permanent visa in Australia through the cookery pathway. The first one that I want to emphasize is a skilled visa option. The second one that I want to say is employer sponsor visa. So under the skilled visa, you have 189 skilled independent visa and 190 and 491 state nomination related visa. For the employer sponsor visa, you have 482 TSS visa and 186 ENS visa and 494 regional employer sponsor visa. So during your graduation visa, it is very important you to clearly understand about the specific requirement for each visa, and then you must prepare everything before you complete your graduation visa. Then you don't need to worry about extend another visa to prepare the permanent visa. Okay, you must clearly understand about each visa's requirement. Then you may not miss out any opportunity to apply any of the skilled visa or any of the employer sponsor visa which require the skill assessment. The other important thing that you always keep in mind is currently all the Australia visas may require you to have the relevant work experience. So during your study, you always make sure to work in the related field. For example, if you work as a cleaner, it doesn't give you any opportunity to get the proper job in kitchen area. It doesn't matter about the kitchen and cook and chef. It doesn't give you any point, it doesn't give you any experience for the certain visa, but this foundation skill and then knowledge will give you more opportunity to be hired as a chef at the end of your study. Then from the graduation visa, you actually become a chef and then you can collect all the experience. Then you can finally apply for the employer sponsor visa or any other skilled visa which requires the experience. I had many cases that international students study cookery and then moving forward to the permanent residency. But again, I want to emphasize two things at the moment. During your graduation visa, please don't forget to prepare skill assessment. Many people come to me and then they already missed out the opportunity to apply skill assessment. If you are preparing the permanent visa, very important. First thing that you have to check, when I can start my skill assessment. So some cases, even though you can start your skill assessment before your course completion. So usually cookery course is a package with the certificate 4 and diploma. So once you complete the certificate 4 in commercial cookery, you are ready to go through the skill assessment. And then after completion of the diploma course, you can apply for the graduation visa and you can continue to process your full skill assessment. And second thing that I want to emphasize is about the work experience. Think about it. If you working as a barista only, then which restaurant, which employer or which manager will give you opportunity you to work as a chef? To be a chef, you don't really need a qualification, but you need specific skill. But that skill is not just coming through from your study directly. You must work as a basic skill in the real field. So I'm highly recommend you to start to work in the kitchen, even your offered position is kitchenette. So you start cookery course and then this cookery course package is gonna be 2 years. Then maybe you start with the kitchen hand, but will be the cook and will be the chef. Even though you work as a commis chef and graduate chef, you are the chef. You can claim all the experience about the graduate chef to apply the permanent visa later on. So it is very important you to be a chef as quickly as possible. So some students who already be a chef during your study, and some students be a chef after completion of a diploma. So it's up to you how you can prepare to be a chef. So again, it is very important, always find a job in your area. So I emphasize the importance of the skill assessment and having a chef experience. But again, English skill also one of the important facts that you have to prepare. Recently, we see the many cases not just for the employer sponsor visa, but also skilled visa. To increase your migration point, English is the one of the most important factor that you can improve your migration point. So most of the cases they get the invitation for the 190 or 491 visa, they have at least proficient level of the English, which is IELTS 7H or PT 65. Again, you are now preparing the permanent visa through the cookery stream. Then you have to maximize your visa option at the end of your graduation visa or middle of graduation visa. To maximize your graduation visa, what you can do? Again, you get the skill assessment, you get the relevant experience as a chef, and if you have a good English skill, then you will have a more and better opportunity to apply the permanent visa in Australia. Thank you for watching my video, and then again our channel provides many course options for the permanent visa. So again, if you like our video, please don't forget subscribe our channel. If you have any questions or if you not clearly understand about any part of my video, please contact us. We are ready and happy to provide your answer, happy to provide you right guidance to study in Australia to get a permanent residency in Australia. Thank you.